else. Throwing a tantrum won't solve anything, Naoto-kun and other such bilge. They made you cry, didn't they? Yet here you are, mimicking those same men. What exactly are you trying to justify? What? It's all right. You needn't suffer anymore. That's why you're undergoing this body alteration procedure to begin with. You throw a tantrum, but it fails to change the situation a single bit. I can quite understand the feeling. After all, I am you.
That's not true! Don't say it!
It's okay. Let the kid spill the whole thing. If not, Naoto's just gonna keep hurting. We'll just do our job and kick the Shadow's ass, yeah?
As if you know anything about me. You'll kick my ass, huh? Fine. Go ahead and try, you lizard-brained imbecile!
Save the discussion for later!
Here it comes!
I am a shadow, the true self. What? Are you sick of yourselves too? Very well. Then let's begin the special operation.
Bring it on, man! I'll pull you through this!
Operation? I hate ouchies!
Have you made up your mind? Then let us commence.
It just...
Persona! Let's do this! Here goes! Crush it time!
No, that will never do. Patience must lie still for me to drill proper holes into them.
Persona! Ha! Here go!
Persona! What's up?
Here goes! Crush it time!
Why must you struggle so much?
Oh yeah!
This one's strong. What?
Persona! Here go!
What's up?
Here goes! Crush it time!
Teddy, are you okay? Someone heal him! time.
So Naoto-kun was a girl. Are you awake?
Where am I? I remember you all arriving, and... That's right. You saw everything. I lost both my parents in an accident. I was still young, so my grandfather took me in. I was inept at making friends, so I spent my time reading detective novels in my grandfather's study.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be an awesome hard-boiled detective.
My parents were proud of their job. I had no qualms about following in their footsteps. An inherited occupation can feel stifling to many, but I welcomed it. I yearned for the day I could be a detective myself. Perhaps I inherited that desire from them as well. I was always alone. Seeing that, my grandfather must have believed it was his duty to help me realize my dream. I secretly aided my grandfather with his clients, and before I knew it, people started calling me Junior Detective. At first I was delighted, but not everything went so smoothly.
What was that you said about you're only a child?
Not everyone welcomes my collaboration when it comes to solving cases. My status as a child was sufficient to offend many of those whom I worked with. Were that the only issue, then it would have resolved itself with time. But though I will one day change from a child to an adult, I will never change from a woman to a man.
Do you not like being a girl? Is that why you always dress like a boy?
My sex doesn't fit my ideal image of a detective. Besides, the police department is a male-oriented society. If they had the slightest concrete reason to look down on me, no one would need me anymore.
But you don't know that.
Hey, you must know already that what you yearn for isn't to become an adult or become a boy.
You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. I kept ignoring you, pretending you didn't exist. But you are me. And I am you. You've always been inside me. What I should yearn for, no. What I must strive for isn't to become a man. It's to accept myself for who I really am.
Oh, that's cute. That's their persona. So tiny.
In any event, you're a devious bunch. I can't believe you kept something like this hidden for so long. No wonder the perpetrator has eluded the police. But it's apparent now. This case is far from over.
That's right. And you proved it, Naoto. Anyways, we can talk more later. We need to get you out of here.
Hey! Hey!
Sheesh, she really put her life on the line for this. But without her efforts, we'd never have realized that the culprit is still at large.
You're too frickin' reckless, damn it.
I never doubted that you'd all come for me, although the reality turned out to be far beyond what I'd imagined.
What a dumbass. You're no genius at all. We were tearing our hair out over you.
So you did worry about her, Kanji? Oh.
Shut up. Mind your own damn business.
I'll take her home. I don't think she can go back by herself.
It's all right. I can...
No way, Missy! Don't think that doing everything on your own is the adult thing to do. Come on, let's go. Grab on.
Hey, welcome back.
Sorry, we got off early today.
Come on, take a seat. They found Naoto-kun. Oh, do you know who Naoto-kun is? He just up and vanished without a word. But it looks like he's back now. Way to put a scare into everyone. Heesh.
Know what? That he's been found?
You really ought to do something about that habit of yours, Dojima-san. They go to the same school. Rumors spread fast out here, you know? But man, why'd Naoto-kun disappear? I guess he can be a little difficult. Maybe he got sulky after being given the boot and ran away from home. But I tell ya, I was shocked to hear that he up and vanished like that. If there'd been a fourth kidnapping and murder, we'd be back to square one again.
Adachi.
You know what sucks? We still don't have proof that the Kubo kid murdered anyone besides Mr. Muraoka. How are we gonna make a case like this? I wonder if Dojima-san's instinct is right. Maybe there really is another perp out there. The real one.
Adachi, how many times I gotta say it? Quit running your mouth like that.
Well, sorry.
All right, see here. Don't worry about the case. Just go study like a normal student. If you don't... I'm going to bed.
Sorry, I killed the mood there. But yeah, I can totally understand why Dojima-san's worried. Just leave the case to us police. You know the problems it could cause if something happened, right? Like, if it happened you were mixed up in it. We'd be real worried.
Are more scary things gonna happen?
No way, Nanako-chan. Everything's all right now. We caught the bad man, so no more scary things will happen, right? Everything's just fine.
Okay.
Anyways, your dad's just a worrywart. Leave it to me. You might not know to look at me, but I got the most brains in the whole police department. Oh, was that too hard to understand? Did you get it? Well, now that Dojima-san's gone, I should get going too. Good night.
What does got brains mean? Huh. So things will be all right? I got a phone call from Dad. He's coming home. Let's make dinner together, big bro. There's a lot to do today. I bought a bunch of dishes, pickled radish and veggies at Juness. Big bro, can you make a salad? But it's dinner time right now. We have to start eating our vegetables from now on. A well-balanced diet is important. My teacher said that families help each other. After Mom died, Dad and me have both been lonely. But I have Dad, and I need to do my best so Dad doesn't feel lonely either. You're my family too, so let's work hard together. Yeah! Oh, yeah. I'm giving this to you. extra copies. You're family too, so you should have a family picture. Let's get a picture of you and me and Dad all together one day. I love you, big bro. We need to hurry or Dad'll be home before we're done.
I'm home.
Dad, welcome home.
Yeah.
I made dinner with Big Bro today. We made salad and, a bunch of other stuff.
I see. Good work, Nanako.
Go wash your hands. Hurry, sit down.
She's really cheerful. I'm sure it's thanks to you.
Dad, Big Bro, hurry, hurry.
I got it. Let's eat then.
And now, the weather. The week ended on a wet note as rain clouds moved into the area. As a result, a thick fog is expected to form in the Inaba region later tonight.
Are you feeling better now?
Yes, thanks to all of you. I'd like to thank you once again for what happened.
Don't mention it. But hey, your uniform.
Huh? Ah, yes. After contemplating the matter, I went with what I've been wearing thus far. There's no need for you to...
Hey, it's the Detective Prince.
That's no prince. I heard he's a she.
Huh? You serious? If he's a she, then... oh, crap!
I'm kinda disappointed. But then again, there's something neat about it.
Yeah, if you look at it a certain way, doesn't she seem pretty cool?
My, rumors spread so quickly. Thank you. But it doesn't bother me at all. There's no need to worry on my behalf. So please, treat me as you did before. That aside, I'd like to discuss the case with you all. We're dealing with a kidnap and murder case perpetrated by someone lurking in this very town, and it isn't over yet. Let's go over the finer points after school. First, I heard the doorbell ring, but when I opened the front door, I saw no one there. Just as alarm bells sounded in my mind, someone grabbed me roughly from behind and covered my mouth with something. Immediately afterward, I was put into something like a sack and most likely carried on the culprit's shoulder.
Wow, how could you remember all that?
The culprit seems to have used a chemical to incapacitate me, but luckily I wasn't completely unconscious. I had been expecting a trick along those lines, so I was somewhat prepared. And of course, I was desperate to gather as much information as I could.
No wonder you're an ace detective.
That ain't something to be proud of. You are too damn calm about all this.
Judging by their actions and body type, I'd say the culprit is definitely a man. I heard no conversations or voices, so I believe he is acting alone. It's after that that things get I felt a single impact, which I assume is when I was thrown inside the TV. But the time from kidnapping to that point seemed too short. It was a matter of minutes.
So you were immediately thrown inside the TV after being kidnapped. Oh, could there have been a TV on the side of the road?
Regrettably, my memory from there on is a blur.
I see. But man, the killer came right up to the door and rang the bell? That's just crazy.
I finally understand why you all testified that you couldn't recall much of what happened. Such a bizarre experience with mental and physical fatigue on top of it. It's only natural to be confused. And going by the surrounding circumstances, my kidnapping and everyone else's were near identical. There is no question that the culprit is the same in each case.
So, that Mitsuo boy who said he killed King Moron.
Everything makes sense now. I can't say for sure until I gather more concrete evidence. But Mitsuo Kubo's only victim was Mr. Muraoka. It was a copycat killing that mimicked the true culprit's method.
No wonder King Moron's death broke the pattern in so many ways.
The question remains, though, as to how Kubo learned of that world.
That's it! That's what was bothering me! Mitsuo could enter the TV, right? Then why didn't he kill King Moron that way?
I believe he didn't understand the other world as well as the true culprit. Even though I can now enter it myself, it wouldn't occur to me to use it for murder. And remember, the previous corpses left no sign that their deaths had anything to do with the other world. After Kubo became wanted, leaving him with nowhere to run, he probably thought for the first time, what if I put my entire body into the TV? The bizarre condition of the corpses that caused such commotion is probably because they died on the other side. It's a simpler explanation than figuring out why the killer would risk disposing of the bodies in such a way. Which means their inexplicable condition of being hung on a foggy day wasn't due to the culprit making a statement. Much of our speculation could be tested if we could ask Kubo in person. However, I've unfortunately been taken off the investigation, and I highly doubt that the police will believe any of this.
They wouldn't admit that it wasn't Mitsuo in the first place. Once you've said something on TV, it's not easy to admit you were wrong.
I believe the primary cause of my dismissal was because I raised that possibility to them. The police won't readily concede that they made false charges. All the more so if the accused is a juvenile. In fact, the overwhelming sentiment with the police force is to end this case with his arrest.
Even if it's possible there's another killer?
Those dickheads. I had a feeling that would be the case. Not that I trusted him in the first place.
But, Naoto, if you were that calm when it happened to you, couldn't you have, I'm not saying you should have caught him, but isn't it kind of sad for an ace detective to go down that easily?
To tell you the truth, I was really scared. I'm sorry.
It can't be helped. None of us could resist the culprit either. Don't forget, Naoto-kun is younger than us, and she's a girl.
Oh yeah, that's true. I keep forgetting when I see her talking like this. You know, Naoto?
What is it?
You got balls. For a girl.
Regardless, I have no doubt that the culprit will continue with his attacks. We can only watch and wait for him to make the next move. But this is no longer a mere job or someone else's affair. I want to know the truth of why we were targeted. Please allow me to join your effort. Thank you very much. I'll do my best, leader.
Since I'm the king of the geniuses, I knew it would work out this way. Ta-da! Now Chan's glasses.
Thank you. They told me about you, Teddy. I can sympathize with your drive to find yourself. If I may help in any way, let me know.
Wow, what a nice girl.
Oh, welcome back.
Excuse me. Do you have time after school today?
Did something happen?
No. Rather, I'd like to have a doctor examine Teddy.
A doctor?
You mean a vet?
The normal kind, actually. If you're free, I've scheduled a checkup for him after school today. A thorough physical examination might be a good first step in figuring out what Teddy is. And I thought it might be a good idea for the rest of us to get checkups as well. We should see if the fog over there or the power we've gained have had any negative effects on our health. Since you all have been active on the other side far longer than I have, you should definitely be examined.
Negative effects? Don't drop scary stuff on us like it's nothing. But yeah, I never even thought about that.
I've arranged to have Kanji-kun and Rise-san looked at as well.
Wow, you're on the ball about all this. Are you sure you're not an adult?
Her height's a big giveaway, though.
Well, I'll see you all after school.
That was just an ordinary checkup.
I was kind of looking forward to getting into some gigantic machine and being spun around.
Was there really a point to this? The doctors look confused too.
Oh, they're back.
I'm very sorry for the wait.
I'm very sorry for the wait.
So did they find out anything about Teddy?
They did indeed. They found out that they can't tell anything about him. I even had them take an x-ray, but nothing came up on it. No matter how many times they tried, it would always be too blurry to read. A visual examination and standard palpations indicated that he seems perfectly normal. Since the machine could be malfunctioning, they told me to try another hospital if we're still worried about him. I felt bad for making them go through all this.
So he is different.
Oh my. What should I do? They took a look at everything inside me.
She just said they couldn't see anything on the x-ray, you dork.
But at least they didn't find anything wrong with him, right? Man, we know as much about Teddy as we do those personas and shadows.
Oh yeah, I tried looking them up at the library and on the net. Persona means something like another personality. And I think they listed shadow under the related terms.
Shadows are shadows. I think there's something that comes out of people. I can't really explain.
I performed my own research after the incident. Persona and shadow are common psychological terms. Of course, the ones we are familiar with don't quite fit those definitions. This is what was written in an unofficial project document that I happened to come across. A shadow is suppressed power, and when controlled by one's ego, it becomes a persona.
It becomes a persona? What does that mean? They're basically the same thing? Well, then again, all those shadows we beat the shit out of did turn into personas. Who cares about the details? It doesn't matter what they are.